guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Monette, and this is my channel, Evolve with Monette. For those of you that are new here, I am a professional intuitive empath, and we are in the great outdoors. Once again, it's just too nice out not to be out. So we are out, and I wanted to share this with you. We are not at the lake right now. We're at a brother-in-law's home of mine in Michigan, and they have all this acreage, and it's absolutely gorgeous up here. um, I must say, out of all the in-laws, this is my favorite of the houses. And it's lucky, I mean, we're kind of late in the morning, but we'll get to see deer come out because there's a family of deer that my niece has been so fortunate to grow up with, because they come out and play, and like the moms have their babies, and they have like literally grown with my little 10-year-old niece from the time she was a baby. So it's kind of cool. She has deers as pets. So we might see them because they come out like clockwork. But they've already probably been out and fed, and we were at the Airbnb, but we're over here right now. And while everybody is quiet and breakfast has been had, I thought I'd get in a collective reading for you guys. It's been a minute, and so just wanted to reconnect, just wanted to touch base and see what's going to come up. I'm getting my cards out, if you can hear that rumbling noise, and we're going to see what the universe has in store. It's also not windy, so I can actually have my cards out. I've got my citronella lit up because these bugs out here are so serious. But everybody's like, it's because you have perfume on. I do have perfume. I like perfume. So hopefully the citronella candle will override my perfume. All right, my loves. Let's see what the collective energy has in store for us today. Now, the funny thing about any reading is I never know which direction we're going to go. So I'm going to see what's coming up. My cards are all jabberwocky right now. Ace of Swords, my loves. The Ace of Swords. We're going to be trafficking in the truth, okay? We're going to be trafficking in the truth. But the truth about what? The truth about your gifts. Things are going to be revealed to you. So this is something to pay attention to with the High Priestess here. Excuse me. And I said there was no wind. Now here's the wind. The wind's like, am I a joke to you? Am I a joke to you? No, wind, you are not. The truth about our gifts. And the truth about what else? Our retreat and our investigations here with the Hermit. I'm going to pull from a couple different decks here and see what we get. Pardon my quietness, guys. My cards are in different piles, even though I'd like them to be all together. As I've been traveling, it's been interesting. So let's see if we can get into this. And let me get you an accurate, juicy reading. I finished last night, and I was working with a client late last night, and my last read was so funny. Because the card that came out was such a perfect punctuation on her situation. It's funny how our angels work that way. If you pop in and you're here, say hi. I'd love to see or talk to anybody that is here. All right, let's get it. I've got myself organized. So, the High Priestess, the Ace of Swords. We're going to be talking about doing the right thing. Clarified by, let's take a look. Back to the Future. Oh, I'm interested to see. One more on this. Friday, okay? This is for my pop culture deck that I super love. You guys have heard me talk about it before. By the Ghetto Nun, one of the preeminent readers here on YouTube. She's hilarious. and down to earth and really accurately good. All right, so let's see what's going on. What's the vibe? All right, let's see what the Ace of Swords is about. Okay, the truth about putting some burdens down. I'm hearing go lay down my burdens down by the poolside. This is so funny because this is Sunday, and that's the day that that song would be sung. Clarifying the High Priestess is the Queen of Wands. I love this. This is about coming into our power here as we move into this next couple of weeks. And with the Hermit, the King of Swords. Let me get some clarification on the King of Swords and the Hermit. The Death card, Scorpionic energy, death, rebirth, and transformation to the Sun. Leo energy, clarified by the Ten of Swords and a new beginning. All right, my loves, let's talk about this. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So the Hermit would be our investigator, right? And the Hermit takes a time out and retreats to get clarity. So I'm going to show you the spread if I can so that you can see. Can you guys see that? So we have the King of Swords to the Death card here. Death, rebirth, and transformation. And then we have the Sun, Leo. And we have the Ten of Swords and a new beginning. So let's talk about what you are learning to take your power back from and what you're moving on from and into. You're moving away from a really tumultuous time. I love the Fool here for you because what's happening is a complete new beginning as you move forward. And I'm hearing everything is anew, everything is renewed. As we see Back to the Future here, this is literally Back to the Future. So what happens in Back to the Future? We are traveling back in time to fix something, right? Clarify Back to the Future, and it's clarified by reinvesting. So this is something, a new projects are beginning, new energies are being cropped up right now. The thing to note too here is your crystal work. For those of you that are into it, amethyst is going to be really powerful for you right now regarding your crown chakra and regarding actually getting movement going there, because you are going to be downloaded with new ideas. I want you to pay attention to that. Regarding do the right thing, the Three of Cups. So do the right thing is clarifying the Three of Cups. And it's clarified by the Five of Cups. Okay, let's talk about this, because here's where we have a little cleanup, and I'm saying cleanup on aisle 8 is what I just heard. So we're not on 10 yet because this is not fully over. But the key words on do the right thing are, let's see if I can read it from here: police brutality, aggression, business owner fight, racial tension, fling, deception, integrate, summertime ice delivery. You know, ice takes on a new meaning here for us in this century and in this world, right? That's our immigration services that were literally kind of put. They always existed, but definitely heightened with the last presidency. So let's take this into a couple different directions. One of the things that I'm getting about this, for some of you, quite literally, could be that there are some issues regarding immigration and or paperwork regarding staying countryside. And this is such a weird thing that I would channel, but that's what I'm getting. The other thing that I'm seeing here is putting a tumultuous situation quite literally on ice. And it's because you were dealing with maybe aggressive persons or peoples that were not really validating you. Do the right thing is what you were calling them to do. Your soul has been calling for the right thing to be done in a situation, and I think you've done a lot of mourning about this, okay? And you've released it. And I know that because I have the Five of Cups and the Three of Swords, okay? The Five of Cups and Three of Swords is absolutely mourning or crying or releasing a version of heartbreak. Now, the next thing that comes up here is the Hangman, and that's quite literally the representation of ice. Self-inflicted or well, see, and the thing with the Hangman here, someone would have to put you in there. So this is very much something that was done to you that caused an emotional reaction for you to shut down and retreat. And your angels are talking about finally setting yourself free. As we move forward and clarify Friday, the key words on Friday, and let's talk about Back to the Future too. Fast forward, Back to the Future, no roads, rewind, back in time, experiment, science, Doc, Great Scott, Destiny, McFly, divine timing. So I'm going to pull one more in Back to the Future, the Moon card. What downloads are you receiving? Okay, I'm hearing waking up from a nightmare. Okay, so this is about slowly emerging, waking up from a nightmare, slowly emerging. Hold on one second. Waking up from a nightmare, slowly emerging is what I'm seeing here. So, what they're showing me is that you are in the space where this is what you were having to do to kind of come out of something that was perhaps foisted upon you, not something that you actually expected. When I clarify Friday, the keywords here are next Friday, day I'm fired, THC, weeks, neighbors, days, lazy, hangout. Clarifying that is energy that's coming to you here with the Knight of Cups. So let's talk about what's coming to you. You getting out of your head regarding anxiety, Two of Wands making a decision, and setting yourself free. And we're back to the Hermit again. And that's interesting to me because that Hermit keeps showing up. So that's a huge lesson regarding Virgoian energy, okay, specifically, as the Hermit rules Virgo. Clarify the energy. The Knight of Wands. One more. The Two of Swords and the Ten of Wands. Let's talk about this. So, what we're coming out of is a really confusing time, a time where you were not receiving clarity, where someone was taking maybe the easy route, maybe not putting an effort that needed to be put there in order for you to feel validated in your situation. What your angels are saying is that that's the end of that cycle for you, especially with the Death card appearing. That is transformation. What I love here at the bottom of the deck is how we move into the future. Back to the future with the Ten of Pentacles here. This is partnership specifically. So now people are going to be working with you and they're going to be doing so happily. Take a look if you can see. I know we're under the umbrella here, but these two people's faces. They are happily working together. I think that's going to be important for you as you start to move into a new direction. We're going to take a quick look at that. You're going to be working together with people, and it's because you trust your intuition. You trusted your intuition and decided to divest, I'm thinking, from people that did not wish you the best and were not cooperative with you in some regard. Now, if this is about work relationships, then this is about people that were making your job or the time at work specifically hard, definitely taking you out of your character, definitely making things more difficult than they needed to be. If this is about relationship energy, then you had someone who was stymieing you, and your angel said it's time to break free. And I'm hearing that song. It's been playing a lot in the commercials for Norwegian cruises, Getaway. I want to break free. It's actually Queen, Freddie Mercury. I want to break free. Clarify, I want to break free. The clarification is the Ace of Swords inverted. Let's talk about that. Right side up, this would be the truth. Upside down, it's the lies. It's unclarity. So that's what you're wanting to break free from. And what I would say to you is that that's what you are breaking free from. Uncertainty and clarity about things. And this is not things. This is about situations that have been surrounding you that have been feeling tumultuous for you and had been an energy drain or an energy suck. So you're breaking free from anybody that wants to keep you in the muck or that is not giving you direct communication about what's happening in a situation. I don't care if it's a job that you're seeking, again, that clarity for that, or if it's in love, relationship, or friendship. Your angels are putting you into a space of getting absolutely into your own, getting out of your way. I'm going to pull one rune and we're going to wrap up as my family will be joining me shortly. So let's clarify this. What is going to be happening as you continue to break free? I love this for you. This is beautiful. I have two. So I have the Yui tree. So it's Aiwaz, which this is the rune. So that is what the rune looks like. And then let's talk about what this means. It is defense, enlightenment, protection, divination, spiritual wisdom. Remember I said the high priestess was there? So you are absolutely pulling from the thin air these downloads, and that amethyst is there as a recommendation of a crystal to get for people that are interested in strengthening that core part of your brain. That would be your crown chakra right at the top of your head, okay? Seeking ancient wisdom, vision questing, developing inner strength, the wisdom of the ancients, physical death and spiritual rebirth, tree of life, transcending the physical plane, enlightened creativity, connect to past lives, communication with the ancestors, and spiritual strength. There was another card that was stuck behind this, which is Uras. It's one of my favorites. So let's talk about this. It's about bison. It's health, strength, steadfast, fearless, headstrong, unstoppable, physical strength and healing, driving force, overcoming fear, breaking through obstacles, powerful driving force, fearless in those situations, strong male energy, able to break through obstacles. So let's take a quick look at each of these and see what the message is. So regarding the Yui tree, or the U tree, or AWAS, defense and enlightenment. Defense and enlightenment. Go from this deck here. Oh, I've got one more here. Okay. Defense and enlightenment. Show me what they need to know regarding their defense and enlightenment. I love this for you guys. You are quite literally moving away from tumultuous times here with the Six of Swords. This is you saying ashes to ashes, dust to dust. I release the past. It cannot come with me, them, or us. I love to see that. Your vision questing. Clarify what the vision quest is as they move forward. This is going to be collaborative. This is going to be people coming to you with ideas and you working with people again, and in a happy way. The Three of Cups is often one of the divisive cards in the deck because we're always looking at it through the lens of relationship. But let's look at it through the lens of companionship, partnership, and working together in a divine way, especially if we're talking about vision questing, putting your heads together, having collaborations that are positive with like-minded people. That's what we're going to be moving into. Let's talk about communication with your ancestors. What is it that they need to know about that? And this is what they want you to know, that this is about a new karmic beginning. Your ancestors have seen you struggling. Ancestors that you may not even understand you have. If you are not connected to that and you associate it with a certain ethnic group, please understand that it applies to you. We all have ancestors, okay? It is true. And what they're saying is that you have a new beginning. And they said this, I'm hearing a thing, I'll go for a walk outside now. The summer sun's calling my name. I hear you, I don't want to sit inside all day. I want to get out, get me some of those rays. Yeah, sunshine days. And I love this for you because the sunshine days come through regarding partnership. So if you're looking for romance, it's time for you to be in partnership. A lot of my divine feminines have really prided themselves on their independence, and you protected yourself. What your ancestors want you to know is that we grow in relationship, especially after we've healed what has broken us. And guys, you know, I never talk to you about something that I am not walking through or haven't walked through. I know exactly what it is to be broken and to start out the way this reading started, but I also know what it is to be here. And when I tell you, I am here. I'm here, okay? And it's not conventional. Nothing makes sense. When I say this for you, don't look for conventional people in your life, the people that you feel like were put there to be the ones that get you right. God has a way of bringing in new energies. Oh my gosh. And the two cards flipped. No more of this. Like, remember I said there was no wind? Now the wind picked up, so I'm going to have to cover my cards. But I want to show you what it flipped to because I don't think this is a coincidence. Okay, let's take a look. The Ten of Cups and the Five. The Ten of Cups. Oh my gosh, another one flipped. The Four of Wands. Wow. So the Four of Wands is about relationship, okay? That you with someone that you like, that you're really interested in. The Ten of Cups is community and wholeness in love, marriage, energy, connection. This is what you're being promised. And this is what you left a lot of you divine feminists, which is being abandoned and left out in the cold by people that were treating you terribly, right? So your angels and ancestors are telling you it is time for you to move into a period of partnership for some of you. Now, if you're still happily working on your singleness, and this is partnership with the divine, getting into a real love relationship with the divine, really understanding how God is speaking to you, understanding the synchronicities and the magic that God bestows upon you, and the way that He will light your path with opportunities and blessings, okay? Your angels and ancestors want you to hear that today. You have goodness coming your way. If it is in partnership, we've got you. If it is in business, we got you. And if it is for partnership with yourself, you are also gotten too, okay? Let's take one more look at this for our URAS, which is health, strength, and steadfast energy. Your ancestors, again, they're being so clear about this. It's time to move away from the past. So if there's any healing that's lingering, it's time to let that go with the Six of Swords here, okay? One more on that. What is the path? What obstacles are they breaking through? The obstacles they are breaking through. Okay, so for some of you guys, it was a relationship that did not do you good. Okay, it was a tower moment brought to you by a King of Wands, which would be Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo energy. Even if they were not that sign, the energy they brought into your life was that, and it would be in a low vibrational way. So it would be people that were immature, people that were impetuous, people that didn't really want to stay, and they caused you to bring out a bitch fire. Okay, and so let's take a quick review. That would be the Queen of Swords. So that's what happened with you, is you had to get really focused on on that. All right, and so you're breaking through that obstacle. So you're moving through, and strong male energy. What's the strong male energy doing for you? Beautiful. The Eight of Cups. When we're in masculine energy, we make decisions. Okay, it doesn't mean feminine energy doesn't. It means that masculine energy makes decisions that are decisive and that cannot be easily swayed. You have moved away from being easily swayed. You walked away. I'm so proud of you guys. Some of you guys walked away and chose yourself, and that is the most powerful thing you can do. And now, literally, the next romance card I get is engagement, and then I get passion. Okay, and then I also have trust. So this is it. And then, just in case you were not wondering, my angels are playing no games, release your ex. So in spirit, some of you guys haven't released the ex, the old pesky ex, right? It takes a while, guys. Listen, I'm never gonna lie to you. It took me some time too. But once you do, you get blessings coming in. Now, how can you know? I've had people write me, how do you know that you've released them? Because you think about an ex forever and for the rest of your life? Well, to some degree you do. If you want to, I suppose. It's not a choice that I made, but I will tell you, here's how the X came through powerfully for me, was in the how not to. So as I got into new energies and new connections, new soulmated partnerships with people that I really valued, what I started to do, my angels can't make it up, bottom of the deck, I started to pay attention to the red flags, and I highly recommend you do the same. So if I was attracted to somebody, or if I felt like, oh, this person is a soulmate vibrational match for me, I would definitely not allow the monster that my ex was to kind of influence my decision, because some of your exes don't want you to move on because they're miserable. They didn't choose well or whatever. They don't have the options you do. So they're like sending you kind of negative juju and energy. Believe it or not, they are. And so what I did was, when I was meeting new people, and a person in particular, I started to like juxtapose, and and also, here's the thing. Remember with that Three of Cups, I highly recommend this. I conferred with my bestie. So I was like, bestie, there's some new energy. I don't know what it is, girl. What are we doing here? And we conferred, because I knew my bestie wasn't miserable. She wanted the best for me. She wanted me to have every little thing my heart desired, because she absolutely values me as I do her. If you have good people in your corner, and if you're at this stage in this world, 222 here, which is definitely about soulmates, connections, twin flames, you have manifested in good people that are your soulmates and tribe, that will speak into your life, that are not haters. So many of us have experienced the haters, and your angels are saying to you, move forward, because there is other work for you to do. The work that I am doing, beginning to do, have been doing, with new energy, that is just like freaking dazzling me, would not be facilitated had I not released my ex. The person that has come into my life is a direct correlation to the fact that I have released my ex. Does that make sense? So yes, you guys know my life and whatever else it may be, but I'm saying the same can be true for you. So just think about how that is applicable. So pay attention to the red flags, meaning you don't want to be duped, swindled, or hoodwinked, but you can use the X as a cautionary tale. Let me give you an example. My ex made really big mistakes regarding thinking that she had a new person that was gonna like fix everything, and she threw a lot of her life away, and like hung her, or like, what do you call it, hedged her bets, that that person was going to be like everything and was going to be her forever after, and she really made an ass of herself. So when I felt similar emotions, butterflies, or feelings, I really gauged it, and I thought, is this something that I throw everything away for, or is this something to explore, right? Do I get the juicy good energy from it and get to feel all the delicious magical things that you feel when you have a new soulmate connection, whether that's platonic or other, guys? Any soulmate connection is going to make you feel magical. And instead of being like my ex when she met her karmic soulmate, I decided to really look at that as a cautionary tale. That's what I mean. So it doesn't mean that your ex is forever wiped from your mind, no. But I was like, oh, I'm not going to be stupid like that hoe. No offense, all offense in taken, right? I mean, I was like, I watched her. She was like such a train wreck that it was like a handbook on what not to do. And with the Hermit card here, guys, a lot of you guys have that same ability to assess a disaster too. So I did disaster assessment. I was like, that was a freaking disaster. And let me see what I wouldn't do were I to be given the similar opportunity to have the same kind of, scintillating, exciting connection. Do I really vet it properly? And I do. Even the person that I'm dealing with knows and spirits it back to me. I know you're vetting me, and I am. Because just because they're a soulmate doesn't mean that you need to be out on the limb and that you need to turn into Bonnie and Clyde. Does that make sense? And also, please have someone who's not a hating ass bestie by your side that can really talk to you and be like, girl, XYZ to the third power, but know that they have their own resource that they're drawing from. Anyway, that's just something as a message for some of you guys. If you're moving into new connections, vet them properly. One more here. Healing family issues. This is why I want you guys to move forward if it's a new connection, because it's going to help you heal. But before you get to that, you will have healed some other things that have come up that have been very real. So I don't want you to think that you do this all with a new person, because you can't bring all of that to a new person. You have to absolutely be grounded in yourself before you do that. If not, what you will do is take all of the baggage to the new person, and there will be baggage to work out with a new person, I promise you. But what I'm going to tell you is this: you have to be able to heal on your own. Otherwise, you will ruin the next thing when it comes in. Okay. And yeah, so there's something about collaboration, and then I'm hearing Jay-Z and the Breakfast Club. That's interesting. Let's take a look at that. Jay-Z and the Breakfast Club. Keywords here: detention, athlete, criminal princess, what's a friend anyway, kids, teens, basket case. I'm going to clarify that. Jay-Z, Let the Song Cry. Titles and contracts: life and time, CEO, 444, collaboration, retirement, excuse me, miss, mogul, founder, blueprint, businessman, new me. All right. Mm. Let's pull some animal totems on Jay-Z and the Breakfast Club. Clarify the Breakfast Club. Tiger. Clarify the tiger. The dragon. New people that are coming in have their eye on you. There's going to be new communication that's coming in. You're being hunted. Divine feminine. Go back to my video about being a queen. Queens don't chase, right? So if there's a tiger here, there's someone on the prowl for you coming your way energetically. New energies coming in. Even if this is your job, there are people that are headhunting you, scouting you. There are people that are noticing you, people that are paying attention to the things that you do, and they want to give you time and energy. There's a dragon eye on you, and I want you to picture it like the eye in Jurassic Park when T-Rex brings its eye really close to the car. Someone's watching you, okay, energetically. And here's the thing with the things on the card: athlete, criminal princess, brainiac, basket case. You have to vet properly, because you are not going to be sure exactly who it is. And that's why you need a good bestie. Someone who understands and is friendly, okay? A friend, dolphin energy, right? Because someone may be coming in, also dolphin energy is sexual, that just wants a sexual connection and doesn't want more. Pay attention and vet them. What are they here for? And then the zebra's here. So the last thing I want you to see is to read between the lines. Remember what I said? I use my past as a risk assessment for this future opportunity. And also, in my case, I purposely didn't take the low vibrational, low hanging, rotten fruit that was being offered to me, because people will offer you stuff and it's paltry. Like, I was being offered bullshit and crumbs, and maybe a lot of you guys can relate to that from narcissistic energies. And they were like, isn't this magical? Don't you want to be part of this nonsensical three? And I was like, absolutely never in my life. I don't even want to be connected to the energy. But because I forfeited my gratification, I didn't take what the ex did. She did instant gratification, which got instant disasters and terrible relations. I decided I would wait. I would wait for what was right for me. I would wait for what was sent in for me. I would wait for what was actually given to me, and what I may be getting, or what has been matriculating in, is actually something I'm still vetting. But what I know about it is properly given. It is in alignment with the divine. It is God given, and it is my time. I did not go for instant. I waited for excellence, and apparently it has arrived. So Jay-Z, let's let the song cry. Clarify Jay-Z. The lion, loyalty. The peacock, I love it, very Jay-Z energy. The spider, interesting. One more. And the sea serpent and the eagle. Okay, let's talk about how it's time to soar. One more thing about choosing your mates, divine feminines, as you come in here. The eagle feminine chooses her mate this way. She circles and she circles and she circles, and she drops sticks from higher and higher heights. And she does that because she wants to see if her masculine counterpart, male energy, you guys know, gender fluid, don't care about that, but women and men both have masculine and feminine energy. So the counterpart, she wants to see, can they catch the stick if I drop it from the highest height? Because I want to know that if me or my chicks fall out of the nest, can you catch me? Okay, because where do eagles perch? Very high up. And so my divine feminines, we have been ascending. So you need a mate that can match your gangsta, match your vibe. The reason I say gangster, because this is Jay-Z we're talking about, who came from, what did he say? I used to sell rock, now I am the rock. He's not a businessman, he's a businessman. He went from being a mogul, talking about it, and having a blueprint and a plan, to having literally the word blueprints on here, a blueprint, to now being a $1 billion man. Yeah, he's $1 billion man. We have a black billionaire. What did Beyonce say? What's more dangerous than one? There's a whole lot of stuff that goes down when you have two billionaires in an elevator. Remember the fight they had in the elevator? So listen, on the way up, moving on up to the east side. That's what I'm hearing right now. To a deluxe apartment in the sky. This is about your elevation, divine feminine. This is about the things that you're bringing. This is also about ascending in your partnerships, because Jay-Z was once H to the Izzo, V to the Izzy, and excuse me, Miss, and he was big pimping, and now he's 444. I'm looking at you and I'm wanting for more, and I know that my bad behavior caused, and my toxic masculinity caused you to miscarry the babies that lived inside of you that came from me. That's the kind of pros Jay-Z moved from girl, give me your number, to move on over. Girl, are you insane? To there's one only name I'm calling, and it's B. Who's your B? Who is your B? That's what I'm asking you. Someone is starting to see you as their B, Beyonce, okay? Someone's starting to see you as their divine counterpart, but you need to still vet them. They don't just immediately get your heart. Test them, mama. Test them. Talk to your bestie. Vet them. See if it's right for you. See if it's right for you. But at the end of it, Jay-Z makes decisions on his own too. Sagittarius energy, which we saw in the lower vibration as a whore, and then in the higher vibration as evolved and turning into the mogul, philanthropist, world traveler that a Sagittarius is meant to be, a philosopher actually. Let's finish it up with the two things that I thought were very interesting Jay-Z energy, the peacock and the lion. So this is about loyalty and your new connections. The peacock is about knowing so about who you are. That peacock is associated with Gemini energy. It is the bird of India. It is colorful, and the males actually are the ones with the beautiful plumes. It's not their peahens are not as beautiful as the women. So what I'm telling you is that, yeah, your man could be fine. Absolutely, all eyes on him. Do you see the eyes there? But what we need is, if you're walking in masculine energy, understand you deserve that. Pop your collar. If you're single, this is about knowing your worth, taking care of your body. This is about business endeavors that are coming to you, but also knowing that you deserve what you get, because you are beautiful. You have worked on it. It's not just aesthetic, okay? But there is something to be said for the aesthetic. That loyalty in the lion just has my heart. This lion is one of my favorites in any of my decks. It's so regal. It's so calm. It's so poised. It's like it knows 1,000 years of information. It can hear any noise. It is perceiving everything. And that's the energy that you are going to be moving in, because wisdom and that type of mane comes with time. That is not the mane of a new lion. That's the mane of an elder. And so as you ascend, you will be gravitating towards people that have wisdom. That is very important for you. It's not just a feather in your cap, it's a necessity for you to grow and do the things that you need to do. Now, let's talk about the spider in positive. Yeah, I'm going to work on that. The spider. Someone wants you in their web, but this web doesn't seem as dangerous, but aren't all spiders' webs a little bit foreboding? It's interesting. Let's talk about your creativity, because I see you as the one spinning the web here, Divine Feminine. I see you as the one, especially because of the color of it. You see the chakra colors here? You're the one creating your life. So what are we going to do? If that X is still a fly in that web wrapped up, are you consuming it later? Are you done with it? Do you want to set it free? That's something I leave for you. Do you want that X to be part of your tapestry? An X will be part of our tapestry to a certain degree, like I said, but utilize it for your ascension and energy. Like I said, risk assessment, disaster assessment. That's the only thing that my X is good for regarding me. I have nothing too positive to extract other than what not to do and how to teach, how not to be terrible. Also, how to teach how to set yourself free, because I watched my X get very entangled purposely, delightfully, to toxicity. We all have done that ourselves. But if your X is serving any purpose, let it be to show you how to stay away from hell. Does that make sense? The sea serpent here. Again, this is about the evil eye, but also self-sabotage. As new things come into you, because you see the snake is eating its own tail. As new things come into you, you may very well want to push it away. I know I certainly have. I have been triggered AF. And I've been like, okay, here's how I'm going to control this and get this right. But someone has come in with a bigger authority than me, and who is putting me, quote unquote, into my place in some areas, and making me have to do work that I just thought I didn't have to do. I kind of written it off, but my angel said, "No, you too. We didn't forget about you," and they sent in a different situation for me. What will it be for you? And sometimes I have wanted to cut that off prematurely because I am terrified because yeah, because, right? We have our past histories. We think about like what affected us in the past. Do I want to give myself to a new connection in any degree, platonic or otherwise? Do I want to give myself over to anybody completely? Do I want to feel whatever I feel? Does that make sense? So that's something I want you guys to ask yourself. Fuck, I'm alive. Hold on one second, guys. I might have to take the whole live down. Sorry, anybody that saw it. I'll have to go back and see. So that's what I want you guys to ask yourselves. We're gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna pull one more card. Sorry, SDF. I'm sorry you saw that. I'm literally gonna take the whole thing down. I'm so pissed now. Um, um, hold on. Family just does what they want to do. Let me get one more. Hey, Emily. Hey, sweet pea. I've been waiting to hear from you about your situation, girl. Text me, okay? Um, hold on. All right. Hey, just hopped in. Didn't hear anything, so you're a blank slate. Well, someone else probably did. My family was walking through. I'm with a bunch of family, and they just do anything they want to. All right. A wish. Your heart's desire is ready to come true. So that's the last thing that I want to say here for you. Is your heart's desire is ready to come true. A wish is being granted for you. Clarify one last card here. So sorry. Joyous fun. This is also the Four of Wands. So there's definitely new relationship energy coming in for you. I can't make it up, guys. Kindred partnership is the next card. Travel to an island as well. So that's something. And then optimism. Last one. So guys, even if this is not relationship time for you, then it's definitely time for new energies to come through and new soulmate tribes to come in. That's the season that we're in. All of the X stuff is over. We did it. Oh my God, wasn't it a lot? We did it. We slogged through it, and and it was not exactly fun. But that's what I want you to take from it, which is what I have done, which is risk assessment. The X exists for only one reason, especially the ones that you will never talk to again, the really toxic ones. They exist for one reason and one reason only, which is to create in you the energy of understanding what not to do. That's all the X is there for. That's all that experience was there. It wasn't to traumatize you eternally. It wasn't so that you never get love or feel butterflies or feel sexy or juicy or any of the things you want to feel. It's never so, like if it's an ex-boss, it's never so that you never feel appreciated at another job or that you never feel like valued or anything. So I just want you to understand the X was there to bring you up and help you ascend. And don't care about where they are. They literally are figment of your imagination to a certain degree, but they're there because they were how you set yourself free. They were catalysts to help you set yourself free, okay? That's what I want you to know today. And that is your collective read. Let me see if there's anybody else. Sorry, SDF. Wildness. I'm just happy it wasn't like 75 kids and everybody. So I'm gonna shut it down because I'm being very selfish out here by the pool by myself. Y'all know I love the pool to myself. Like I'll take it. But anyway, come back and join me next time, and we'll continue to evolve together. We'll see if I leave this up because I don't know what Talibanness you saw.